Welcome to Next Legacy. Your podcast has arrived.
The hottest station is now live for your enjoyment. With host, I am Brandon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Like something happened. Sound like somebody went outside or flying a plane or some shit. But anyway, when it first started, man, it seems like it was very, from a journalistic standpoint, it was like the guy that was following Busta Rhymes around. And it was the guy that was following Jay-Z and the guy that was following Kanye West and Lil Wayne and Lil Boosie and them. It was that guy. But now it just seems like, hey, man, pay me some money, and I can guarantee you a spot, and we can get you 10,000 hits. Why? Because you're going to be, your video is going to be this size on the page, and it's going to be in the middle part instead of over to the right, because more people click on it over to the right. You see what I'm saying? Like, it became a record label. Yeah. It said, hey, man.
That goes back to the whole record thing. Like, it's become a business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
at first they weren't making no money, but they had to buy these
but
services. They had to buy these.
But I highly doubt, like, people, okay, if you, and, you know, I'll be watching World Star, me and Renzo be having, you know, discussions on stuff we see on World Star, but World Star, I know some of these people that are uploading some of these videos, they can't be paying $1,000, like the fight videos. You know what I mean? That people are taking with their cell phone, with their cell phone. You know what I'm saying? How is that getting up on there? Nobody's paying for those. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's that sensationalist thing that keeps them going, because more people are tuning in to see somebody get hit with a crowbar than they already hear like a new single. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to do something behind the scenes. They want to see somebody fall off a table, somebody get hit with something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so now that they have that buying power, they have that money, they have that fan base already established. It wouldn't surprise me to see them with CNN. It wouldn't surprise me to see World Star having a show on MTV pretty soon, showing all the craziest clips on World Star, because that has certified them. You know what I mean? Now we can make money with you, and that's what it's all about. CNN, Fox News, all the stuff that we're seeing is all about money. World Star is all about money. It's eventually going to lead to being about money. You know what I'm saying?
Business of entertainment. That's something that we have to realize as artists. We have one way where we can just do what we want to do, and we can Tech Nine this shit, you know what I mean, where we go and we create the buzz in the city, and we bring the people, and we make the city money, and we get to do whatever we want to do. Tech Nine gets to do whatever he want to do. He can put out a CD right now, you know, but it took him 10, 15 years to get to this point. He was broke for a long fucking time, you know what I mean? You can either do it like that, or you can try to skip a lot of steps and get a record label and do what they tell you to do, because they got the money to give to you, to loan it to you. You know what I'm saying? You can either build it up yourself, but either way, it's the business of entertainment. So if you can entertain the people, people going to pay you. That's as simple as it goes. You can get on stage and set yourself on fire. If you do that shit every night, somebody going to give you some money.
That's if you're not dead.
Right, assuming you can live and get the money. Other than that, you know, you can make your family rich off the life insurance.
I'm about to say, finish my state, man.
That's how it goes.
Hello?
Hello?
Yo.
Yo, hello.
Got kicked out the room.
Wow.
Nah, they probably having some more technical difficulties.
All right, everybody there?
I hope not.
Yeah. I got
weird. Yep.
All right, man. Dang. Okay. I was trying to find out if it was one of our guests. And matter of fact, I think there is one of our guests. Hold on, real quick, man.
Hello. Yeah, what's going on? It's Top Dog. It's YGD.
What's good, man?
Oh man, I'm just calling in. I called in earlier, but y'all wrapping it up so tough. I'm like, damn, y'all might as well be rapping.
What's good,
You know what
Top
I'm talking
Dog, man? Hey, man, we appreciate you. We appreciate you stopping by, man. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely want to get some insight, man, from the level of a rapper and hip hop artist as yourself, man. You know, so you heard us chopping it up, right?
Yeah, I heard y'all chopping it up. Yeah. I heard y'all. Yeah.
Let me see. I mean, just tell a little bit of the listeners, man, as far as you know how you came into the industry, man, and you know, since you've been in the industry, you know, what have you noticed as far? Okay, let's go this way. Let's go to what do you know about, since you've been in the industry, about the payola thing that's going on, and that's probably been going on for so long, no matter how they try to disguise it.
The payola? Like what are you? I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what you're asking me. Are you asking me is the money good, or is the money chump change, or what? I'm not sure what you're asking me.
Okay, let me rephrase it. Let's say,
or niggas do anything for the money?
you got on like with the realist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
I think I was actually fine before the realist.
Okay.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
So when you came into the game, you know what I'm saying, and you was trying to get your record put out. Now, did you have a radio promoter in charge of shopping your record to the radio station?
Yeah, see the difference with a record label and the difference with being independent is the record label won't spoil you to a point where you don't have to do shit, but it's gonna hurt you in the end though, you know? Because that means you didn't get to learn shit on your own, and unless you was doing it from the streets first, and then you went to a label, and then you kind of know what it's like. You can kind of kick back, you know what I'm saying? And then you off the label, and you kind of got a little bit more experience. But if you're on a label and they doing all this and they feeding you, it's like teach a man to fish, and he'll fish for a life, he'll eat for a lifetime. But if you know what I'm saying, just give it to him, he's not gonna learn shit. But you know, it's kind of like they spoil you, pamper you, and you know what I mean. And at the end of the day, it's like it kind of hurts you if you're not on your game. It will hurt you and bite you in the ass.
So are you saying that
because you have to build relationships with these radio jockeys and all that shit. Now you feel me? You can't just be like, hey, we got 10 racks, and that's cool too if you got 10 racks. Money talk, bullshit walk. But at the end of the day, what about when you don't have it like that? You know what I'm saying? You have to have a close relationship with somebody that's really want to spin your shit because they like you. They like your personality. They like you as a person, not because you are who you are to the public, you know?
Right. Now
I don't know, does that make sense?
No, it makes sense. And you actually display one aspect of what I've known of certain types of payola, and I want to ask you about another aspect. Like, say you brought up, you pay your 10 racks, you know what I'm saying, and they play your record. What about those people that pay that 10 racks and they run off with your money?
So what about the people that you gave racks and they ran off with your money?
Right. They didn't play your record. Have you heard about
somebody better
like that?
Somebody better find that motherfucker.
Nah. Yeah.
Well, I get to him first. But
you know what? You're right, because
it's a rip-off.
It actually seems like you almost have to handle it on that street level, because you can't go to the FCC or, you know what I'm saying, the police, hey man, I done paid this cat at the station 10,000 racks to exploit my music. You pretty much telling on yourself.
Or you can just make up something that's fictitious that's actually legitimate, like you did some type of consultant for the label or whatever. Or, for the radio station or whatever that cost this much, and you got it legally bonded that way, and you delivered something to them that, probably ain't worth $10,000, but how you going to tell somebody what they going to charge and pay somebody? You can't. So you can make some things up fictitious to some degree. To cover a little money like that, $10,000, that shouldn't be that hard to cover up.
Yeah, exactly. So pretty much you just gotta make sure. You just gotta, I don't know, you just gotta be smart about it. You gotta know that you're not gonna lose at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure out a way, figure out a strategy in case some bullshit like that happens. You'll be 10 steps ahead of the game that it can't happen to you. Not saying that it won't happen to you, but I'm just saying that at least you will know how to come about it. Even if it was like, here, let me give you a little bit up front and spend that motherfucker, and I see some results and shit. I'm finna ship you off a little, just like until you accomplish the goal you're trying to reach. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of like going to be there.
I hate to butt in, and it kind of goes along with this. I always thought about,
go ahead.
And Top Dog, since you're in the position that you're in, you might be able to, kind of chime in and let me know your thoughts on it. A lot of these artists, they come through, they go through the DJs, and they end up making $600,000 a year, or whatever. They become rich. They become these people that's making money off this music, but the DJ will still be kind of in the same spot. So I think they kind of created this.
Yeah, they want the DJ to get paid too. That's fair. I think that's fair. That's why they get their cut. Exactly. That's why they get their cut.
It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I keep making all these people rich, and I'm still stuck getting paid $12 an hour to spend 2 hours on the radio.
Well, you know what, man? The more you give, the more you're going to receive, homie. Your blessing going to probably come from way left field or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You just keep doing you. You feel me? They going to see it. Motherfuckers will start noticing. Motherfuckers will see it, and motherfuckers will see that you helping them out. And you never know how the favor going to come back to you. So don't even panic. It ain't about the money. It's about having the desire to be a disc jockey. It's about the desire to be a rapper. The money falls in place. Everything falls in place. You know what I mean? That's just the law. Everything falls in place once you put your heart into it, man. And that's the rule, man.
Yeah,
you can't beat the rule, man. And then as far as that, you got to help somebody make money to make money. That's the other rule. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm talking about with this stuff. So when you got an artist like myself, and I'm sitting there pissed off that I got to pay this DJ $10,000, you know what I mean? I know that if they pay my song the right way, I'm going to end up, getting my paper. Like, I'm not just going to be making $10,000.
If you're going to get somebody $10,000, you might as well pay Power 106. You might as well pay Power 106 $10,000 and be on the biggest radio station, at least in L.A. and shit. You feel me?
Right.
California, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Out here where it's popping at. Power 106 is Hollywood, Beverly Hills, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's when if that's who you're gonna pay $10,000 to somebody. Because I go to Mississippi right now, don't get a DJ shit just because he like me and he's like my dad's friend. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's my dad's friend don't mean he gonna spend my shit, though. But it's the way you carry yourself, though. And the niggas think it's about this gangster rap shit. It's cool, like keep your street edge to you when you have to be that way. But when you handling your business, you can't go up in there with 20 motherfuckers and like you scaring them up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers wanna do business and all that shit, and they don't want to feel like they being pressured into no shit. So it's about handling business in the right way and coming at motherfuckers in the right way. Everything matters to somebody, man. You say fuck gays, that shit matters to somebody over there over there on the corner somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
I guess the most important.
You feel what I'm saying? So the way motherfuckers come about this,
you to make money. I think that's important for us artists and shit, because it's like, damn, I know if this song get on, you know what I'm saying? I know if this song get on, we'll be able to, everybody will be able to.
Hey, you know what you do? You know what you do? You know what? You start with your local. You start local. Don't run all the way. Don't try to cover all the big areas when you start. Start in your neighborhood. Start at the DJ.
I always said that too.
Start in
your
streets. The streets talk. Fuck the radio. The streets gonna talk. The internet talk right now. Who give a damn about the DJ? The DJ gonna need something to spend in a minute with his ass before his ass be out of a job. You feel me? Because all this social networking going on that I heard y'all talking about earlier, you feel me? That's going to kill the game. And niggas better have their marketing strategies up when the motherfucking radio stop playing and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Man, I definitely don't want to go off this topic, man, but I do want to get into some other topics, man, especially, now that we got Top Dog on, man. I mean, bruh, I know y'all all have heard about this, and it seems like the more this time has it goes on, man, with all the stuff about 2012 and everything, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we always hear this famous word, Illuminati. It's Illuminati this, Illuminati
well, that's something new now. That's something new to the world. Everybody just gotta, shit. I don't fuck with it. I don't know. I was young when I got in the game. I'm just now seeing all this. My eyes are open. So I don't really.
Right.
Go ahead and finish saying what you were saying before I finish, though.
No, I mean it's just like now, since you've been in the industry, and I mean, I've been around a few cats, that in the industry, and not just the rap game and the music game, you know what I'm saying, but, just entertainment as a whole, you know what I'm saying, and I hear and see a lot of the same type things going on, and like I said, we had about 2 weeks ago, we actually had a pastor on, you know what I'm saying, and he was doing the biblical signs of the time, man, and like I said, whether you're a believer or not, man, you just really had to get engulfed to what he was talking about and relaying everything that's going on in the world, you know what I'm saying? You'd be a fool not to be like, okay, a lot of this makes sense, and it's been written a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? But not to get too deep off it in that, but, I mean, as far as I know, and I believe, there are, whether it's the devil, God, whatever, there are evil forces.
Evil entities.
Entities.
I call them entities.
Yeah, that control the entertainment industry.
Yeah. And evil entities, they can't control shit unless you let them. And that's just the weak-minded, vulnerable motherfucker. You feel me? You can't nothing enter your body if you had the blood of Jesus in your heart or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Can't no entity enter nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
right.
impossible. That's impossible.
So I mean,
you know what I mean?
I watched a couple like YouTube videos and they had some, and they were actually, I think one was on 60 Minutes or whatever, and they was talking with Katy Perry and or with Bob Dylan, talking about they sold their soul, pretty much to, get where they are, and I guess Bob Dylan to get where he was, I mean, what do y'all think about this? Anybody hear about that type of stuff?
I used to hear about that shit. Motherfuckers used to always say, hey, man, don't sell out. Don't sell your soul, man. Don't sell your soul, and don't sell out. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm still in the hood. You feel me? I'm like, I'm still in the hood. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't sell your soul. Don't sell out. You feel me? So all this Illuminati shit, that shit is new to me, like as of last year, like a year and a half ago now. So really, I don't like, and then on the other note you were talking about, I just like, I just feel like niggas just need to have their head together. That's just a weak motherfucker. Those are weak motherfuckers that just let anybody tell them anything. You might as well, just let a stranger walk in. Hey, here you go some candy, turn around and let me fuck you. You feel me?
If you think about the Illuminati in this is John Black. If you think about the Illuminati or whatever in entertainment, if you really think about it and you're looking at any part of entertainment and you realize nowadays, I keep saying this, but it's really about the money. Once you realize why people, because when people say it's like evil entities, you know what I mean? Money is the root of all evil. I mean, when you start worshiping shit like that, you know what I mean? Like,
not money. Hold up.
Of what's
not
real,
money.
Of what's real in life. You know what I mean?
Money.
The want of money.
It's the root.
The want for money. The want for what money brings. The love of money.
The want.
Whatever that entails. Whatever you're willing to sell yourself out for. That's what I'm saying? Like, that's what people sell themselves out for fame. People sell themselves out for whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever will steer you away from the path. To me, you know, if ain't nobody else Christian, you ain't Christian. But you know what I'm saying? To take you away from what you know to be right. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to people correct you like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of motherfuckers out here.
Y'all know
that's why they be crying and shit. That's why niggas be crying and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel bad.
Yeah. I mean, do y'all notice, though? Look at this. Look at this. If we look at some of the premier people in the music industry, the actors, actresses, and let's just take, for instance, the people in the music industry that we've known, over the years. It seems like, they always, they rise up to the top. Out of nowhere, some of them just come out of nowhere, and you're like, oh, this person is all over the place. You didn't know them yesterday, but all of a sudden, they huge, you know what I'm saying? And then they stay on an even path, with their fame and their glory. And then all of a sudden, it's like, it's stricken, it's taken from them. They get some kind of, scandal going, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, everything's stripped away.
That's probably, I don't know, I can't explain that. They probably didn't have enough hustle, or they probably, didn't do something, like how most motherfuckers say they probably didn't do something, because the shit is all around you. You see motherfuckers going to jail for dumb shit now, you feel me?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, look at, I think what it was, since we're on the topic of the Illuminati, I believe that what they probably, the whole stripping away thing, that may be because they may have approached him or her and said, "Look, we want you to do this." I got a copy of Mark Curry's book, Dancing with the Devil, about Puffy and
Mark Curry on. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. I bought a copy of his book and I read it from cover to cover, man. And I actually watched a few interviews even before I bought the book. And in one of the interviews, he makes a statement about, he made a statement about Mace. And he said that, Mace is the type of individual. He didn't say Mace was this individual, but he said Mace is the type of individual that would basically do anything to be a star, anything to have fame, and
pink suits. If you're wearing glitter suits, you do anything.
Right. But not only that, he said, think about it like this. He said, if a regular label approaches you and says, look, we want to give you $1 million. No, bump that. We want to give you $10 million a year to rap or produce or whatever, okay? But before we give you that $10 million, lay on this bed and strip butt naked, we're going to take pictures of you. And you like, well, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, hey, I'm going to just do this because, it's only all I got to do is take out my clothes for $10 million, okay? And you do that, and then, some years go by. You with your wife at the club, y'all celebrating, y'all popping bottles, and then somebody comes over and is like, look, hey, man, we need to speak with you real quick about some business. It's like, man, I'm chilling, I'm with my wife, I'm with my fam, and then they got a little folder, and they, you know what I'm saying, putting it in your face like, you need to come with us, otherwise you're going to have some explaining to do, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah. I think that again, with, certain artists who choose to remain ignorant of that element in the industry, that's who gets caught up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So
they're not dumb people. They're not dumb people.
About holding on to being able to hold on to your morals, because already, if somebody go ask you to do some shit like that, it's going to rear its head again. You know what I'm saying? Should you ever decide to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that goes again about being strong in yourself and having the right kind of mind. Going into entertainment or whatever the fuck, that can fuck your head up in and of itself. And if you ain't right with yourself, a lot of influences can come in, let alone some gay shit, drugs, whatever. You know what I mean? When money starts coming in or whatever,
That's because they're not sure of themselves. Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. Exactly what you just said, because they're not sure of themselves. And when you're not sure of yourself, it's liable to happen.
This is another point I want everybody to think about also with this Illuminati shit. When you a king or you a motherfucker that's at the top of your game, or y'all just all of a sudden, you know, all of us become bad motherfuckers, right? We become a crazy record label that just every one of our songs is on top, right? It's gonna be a bunch of motherfuckers that don't rap that well, or that they put no work in, or they can't get on the radio because their songs suck, or they don't have $10,000, or whatever the case may be. They gonna be sitting there like, man, them niggas are the devil. And we're going to be sitting back like going to church every day and, you know what I'm saying, doing all this other stuff and reading our Bible and being Christians. But since they don't know us and since we so far up there, they're going to be like, them motherfuckers the devil. That's what I think is going on.
Hey, then for most
well, I mean, do you really think that's the case, though? I mean, that's the next question.
I think in some cases, that is true.
I don't think
cases that is true. But in other cases, there are, like we said, those evil entities that, you know, that's part of their game. You know, if you can let somebody do the work for you, and you're a big dog, why do you have to do any work?
Well, see, okay, the way that I look at it is you got people that do evil shit, right? Like you got people that break into people's houses and steal their shit. To me, that's some evil shit. You know what I'm saying? To try to blackmail somebody and make them fuck them for a record deal, that's evil shit too. But that's not, you know, what about the people that have the spirit of God in them? Why is the spirit of evilness running shit if other people run around with the spirit of God in them? And that's what we get. I don't know how everybody believes on the phone.
It's being overshadowed. I think it's a piggyback syndrome because the issue is, okay, I got fucked, so the next person I'm letting in the game, I'm fucking them too. That's what a lot of these people start doing.
Revenge. You want your revenge and shit.
They act like, you know what I'm saying, you know the right way to do something, but because you got treated this way, you feel like you want to violate somebody else. Not that everybody does that, but that's what a lot of people are doing.
Right. It's just like everything else, you know. It's just like in the neighborhood, like I said, with the motherfuckers that's robbing people. That's what they've been taught. So it's not so much they went to somewhere, they went to Walmart and they bought an evil soup, you know what I'm saying, or an evil cupcake and they ate it, you know, and now they the devil, you know what I mean? It's not that. It's just doing fucked up stuff. Like them niggas that say, hey, man, you come in my office and in order to get this deal, I'm going to fuck you. You know who he is? He gay. That's what he is. He gay. He gay in the motherfucker. Not evil, but gay.
The point I was trying to prove was, my asshole, my music, you could be that one evil cat that did that to one person, and you already started the cycle. So you ain't got to do no more evil shit because everybody else is doing it for you.
Period, though. It's not.
Yeah, somebody else is doing it for you. So
you know
they already started. You helping them. You helping the evil person do all the evil without the evil person have to do it anymore. He got all the soldiers following in line.
You got niggas around them. Yeah, you got niggas around them and shit ready to bash niggas across the head, ready to just already on some tough mode, some tough man mode.
Right, they already bit the poison. You already poisoned. You don't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But that's just anyway, right? Like you got that everywhere. You got stupid motherfuckers that don't know what they're doing. They just waiting for orders. You know what I'm saying?
So do y'all think that, like, you know, with the whole, you know, Jay-Z, Illuminati, and all this stuff that he's doing, y'all think it's more of just for publicity? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know,
I mean, I believe
it's got people talking about him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, here's the thing, though. Like, here's the thing, though. Like, if I ask you a simple question, a yes or no question, you know, do this or do you believe this? Or do you believe that? Yes or no? That's all you have to say. You know, if you have a high percentage of your fan base that believes a certain thing, when they hear something that's diametrically opposed to what they believe in your music or in your image or whatever, You should be ready to address that. I mean, let me give you an example regarding R. Kelly. You know, R. Kelly, do you sleep with 15-year-old girls? Yes or no? I remember watching this on BET Live, on the news show before they took the news off BET.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He said to R. Kelly, do you sleep with 15-year-old girls? Yes or no? You know what R. Kelly said? Well, you know, I got a lot of demons in my life. I don't care about your demons in your life. I want to know, simple question, yes or no? Do you sleep with 15-year-old girls? That's a yes or no question. I mean, just like, you know, if you ask Kanye, or if you know, I remember watching an interview after, you know, he had the little freestyle where he said, I sold my soul to the devil and I know it's a crappy deal, blah, 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 and all that stuff. Okay, why would you say that in a freestyle? Like, why would that be the first thing to come to your mind in a freestyle?
That's the marketing thing, though. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that they're not in it, and I'm not even saying that they're not flaunting it. But what I will say is, it's constantly, okay, none of us have met Jay-Z, I'm pretty sure. You know what I mean? Maybe Top Dog, you know what I mean? But I've never met Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many people have met Jay-Z. Huh?
It's funny, his cousin is like, one of his cousins, he's an older cousin, you know what I'm saying? He's in his 50s. He's an avid listener of our show, you know what I'm saying? I know the cat too.
Okay.
And it's funny, we've had him talk about it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he thought it was fucked up, but he's like, he said he could see where people could, you know, understand that he probably is a part of something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so,
if he is, what I'm saying is he's using it like to his advantage. You know what I mean? Knowing fully well that people are thinking that you're in the Illuminati and you're into some like devil type shit or something like that. You make a song called "No Church in the Wild." You know what I'm saying? Like, it may not even mean nothing, but the fact that you saying that and you having that kind of controversial title to a song, you're exploiting that. And he might put it in his song, and people will tune in and be like, nigga, did you hear that? Hold on, play that shit back.
That's why I say, that's why I say words really matter to people nowadays. Words, everything you say is important to somebody. You know what I mean?
People
the
going
next
back,
person may not be listening to what the person across the street listening to it. You know what I mean? So words are powerful, man. Motherfuckers think it's just a word. It's powerful, man. So that's why you got to be careful with the shit you say.
It's self-perpetuating, too, because the more he does it, or the more he doesn't do it, or the more he eludes it, the more we talk about it, the more that prompts him to do it, the more we stay fascinated with it. You know what I mean? That's that whole media having us, because a couple years ago we weren't talking about that shit. And he was silently doing whatever he was doing because he was S. Carter Volume 2, and then bam, he's Big Pivot. You know what I mean? And boom, you know what I mean? He was on his way. So we weren't talking about this a couple years ago. It's self-perpetuating, so they see the money in it. You know what I mean? He might be into it. You know what I'm saying? But I know he sees the money in it, and it's not hurting him too.
Exactly. You know, I had a conversation with somebody on the internet about this, you know, because I thought of it like this. They brought up, you know, this whole, you know, secret society and this and that or whatever. And I was talking to my pops, man. He's a knowledgeable dude, you know, Vietnam vet, and, you know, and it's just like, he's like, dude, you know, we're humans, and this is America. Americans we can't keep secrets. Well, he wouldn't that. It was human.
I think people
thought about that.
I
thought about that. Just think about a secret, okay? What is really secret? Because somebody always tells somebody, even though they say,
exactly. That's why I call it secret. That's why I call it. That's why it's a secret society. A secret group.
It's not necessarily.
If you keep that information secret, then actually how valuable is the information that you keep secret? Unless you try.
Here's the thing. Check it out.
I feel what you're saying.
Okay, there's one thing to call it, quote, a secret society, but you have what's called a society with secrets. The whole implication is you have what are called, and I forget the terminology, but you have exoteric and you have esoteric with an S. Exoteric is stuff that everybody can know. You can go find it in a bookstore, you know, like, for example, like, you know, you go to the bookstore, you can find books about the Illuminati, about the Masons, about Eastern Star.
Right.
You can find books
Right.
about stuff like that. Even, you know, you can find books like that. That's exoteric knowledge. That's EX. But esoteric, ES, has to do with the hidden knowledge that you acquire from that particular group. So when you join the group, or if you have questions about the group and you want to join, that's the knowledge that you get. You know what I'm saying? Like if you study about the Masons, you know what I'm saying? Like every Masonic lodge may do their meetings differently, but they're all common in that they're all Masons. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, one quote-unquote brother will recognize another brother. But getting back to this whole, like, keeping the secret and all that stuff, you got to understand the artists ain't even really the top dogs.
What?
It's not even the artist that's really, you know what I'm saying? So whatever they're saying in their lyrics and all this stuff, that don't even matter at the end of the day. That's the exoteric knowledge. The esoteric knowledge are the cats
that happens behind it.
Exactly. So no matter how, I mean, shoot, man, I can tell you the trick. I can tell you how to do the trick, but if you can't do it, it don't even matter. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I can sit here and tell you all day long, but if you don't have the means, if you don't have the ability to do it, then it doesn't even matter. You know, that's the biggest tease.
That's real. But
Thank you for listening to the #1 radio station for the people.
Next Legacy Radio.